Hey guys, Nika coming at you with a winter garden update. It's 14 days, 2 weeks past the solstice. Thank you for joining me. I just wanted to do a quick garden update just so you can see where my garden is and what made it through that dark spell. Take a look. So guys, the strawberries, they're forever green. They love winter and they should be fruiting this year. I have a big tub of strawberries. They'll probably start fruiting probably in about 2 months, right in February, right around Valentine's Day. They'll start. So those always make it. They're perennials. You don't have to plant those every year. So guys, we have carrots growing. I planted these in November and they keep coming up. I have them in full sun and they're coming up. So we're going to have some carrots here. We have carrots, radishes, onions. All the root plants tend to grow in the winter time. There's still some carrots in here. Let's pull this one and see what it looks like. Ah, there's carrots in here, and they're not getting any bigger, but I'm just going to leave them in there. They might surprise me. And then I have these carrots I'm starting, and they're actually starting to bloom. Let's see if anything's going on in here. No, but these ones are starting to grow bigger. And then I have celery. This stays green year round. This is its 4th year of growing celery, and I never had to plant it again. It's just a perennial, and I always have celery. And I have it throughout the year. And I have snow peas. These started growing in October, and they've just been dormant, but they should start getting bigger now that we're getting more sunlight. I have garlic. I planted this late October and it's still growing. I'll probably harvest it in a couple months. I'm just going to let them grow, and they like the cold weather. So I have garlic, and then I have these bunching onions. A lot of them stayed green, but they're starting to dry out. And really all it's a matter of doing is just taking these dried leaves off. But look how big they're getting. Look at that. They're huge. And so I'm not going to pull any, but I've been using these on baked potatoes and just for garnishing. So we do have some onions we can cook with. Look, I have some more onions that are starting to sprout. I put seed in here the end of October and it's starting to sprout. So now's the time to start planting your onions. You can start planting them inside or just casting seed out. They'll start to sprout. Then I have mint. I've been using these for spring rolls, for garnishing. So I do have a little mint. It'll start thriving a couple months, maybe even a month. So guys, this is chamomile. It didn't do very well in the summer in the heat, but it's doing really well during the winter. It stayed green all winter. It seems like it's spreading out. It's lasted all through this cold spell, so this seems like it's a cold weather herb or a plant. So I'm glad about that. I thought I had lost this in the summer, but it likes the winter. And I have sage. This is a herb, and it grows really well in the wintertime. Look at that. It's just thriving. So this whole spot I have herbs. I have parsley, and I can still use some of it for cooking and garnishing. There's some really thick one in here. There's 2 kinds of parsley in here, and it made it through the winter. That's nice. So basically all we'll have to do is take these off and just kind of go through it and take the dead off, and that's it. And then I have oregano. It held through the winter. It needs a little water. Don't forget to water your garden in the winter time, guys, because you have worms in your garden that need water. You don't want things to dry out. If you keep them moist, you don't have to water every day, but water a little bit. Keep it moist. And the herbs, they last pretty much all winter. And then I have my rosemary. I see why people garnish with this plant in the winter time. This thing is going crazy in the winter. Likes the summer too, but it really likes the winter, and it turns a really nice color in the winter time. I planted this broccoli early October, and it kind of went dormant for a while. But I do see broccoli on ice. I'm going to transplant these in a pot and see what happens. I had planted some in a pot that were with this group in November. They didn't make it. Let me show you. Take a look. See, guys, I planted this broccoli probably early November, and it did grow a little bit, but it didn't make any clusters or anything. It really didn't like it. Even if it was in the sun. But I'm going to transplant those others here soon. Here's my thyme, guys. It's just a clump, but it's starting to turn green in some spots here. So it's another herb. Herbs, they're perennials. They make it through the winter time. They don't look very nice. A lot of them don't look very nice, but they are perennials. And here's my radish. Radish grows throughout the winter. So it's radish, onions, and carrots. They grow. All those root vegetables, they grow. And here, this is my cilantro. I started this back in September, and it's just starting to take off. It kind of went dormant for a couple months, but I think with all of this bright light, and since it's past the solstice, it's growing better. Here's some more onions, guys. They're doing really good. Onions grow really well in the winter. They're pretty thick. They're pretty thick. So we can maybe make something with these, but I can leave these here. They like the cold weather. So I'll keep you posted on these onions. I planted these probably in August, and I've just left them alone. They keep getting bigger. That's the cool thing about onions. They last, they're very hardy. And this is my raspberry. It has a little bit of green here, but I'm going to have to prune this and cut this back. And it likes this spot, so I'm going to leave it in this spot. So guys, that's my winter garden update for January 4th. Not a whole lot going on, but there are some things that you can use for cooking and garnishing. I want to thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Have a good day. Bye.